Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Clarinda, Iowa, where we've got a varsity doubleheader between the St. Albert Saints/Falcons and the Clarinda Cardinals. It is going to be a girls-boys varsity doubleheader for you tonight on the KMA Extreme at KMAland.com. I'm Tate Namey. Next to me, running the camera, is Alex List tonight. Unfortunately, due to some circumstances that we couldn't control, he will not be able to give any commentary. He's just going to be running my camera for me tonight. So, tonight we're going to start off with the girls game tonight, getting ready to kick off here in about two minutes or so. The 2-0 Clarinda Cardinals girls have wins against Lennox and Red Oak so far tonight, and the 2-1 St. Albert Saints have wins against they've got a loss against Harlan. They have wins against, I believe, I can't remember off the top of my head. They've got a win against Logan Magnolia, and then they've also got a win against, pull it up for you in just a second here. St. Albert's other win is against Tri-Center. Sorry about that, everybody. Bound is currently being pretty slow and per usual. But, yep, they've got wins against Tri-Center and Logan Magnolia, and then that tough 4-point loss to Harlan. They just did play last night. That's where they played in at St. Albert against Logan Magnolia. Then they had to travel to Clarinda here tonight to take on the 2-0 Cardinals, who've gotten themselves off to a good start. Starters tonight for the St. Albert Saints: Ellie Monahan, the junior, will be Lily Cron, the senior, Ella Klesman, the senior, Ava Underwood, the sophomore, and Missy Avezic, the senior. For the Cardinals, Josie Knight, the junior, Addison Wagner, the sophomore, Sage Howard, the senior, Maddie Cole, the sophomore, and Bailey Nordyke, the senior. We'll get ready to tip off here in about 40-ish seconds. We'll be back right after these, and we'll be back right after the national anthem.
Here in Agrivision Equipment know two things about the future of ag. One, technology will continue to evolve, and two, it's still all about the people that make it happen. Agrivision Equipment is looking for those people to share in the excitement of driverless vehicles, artificial intelligence, drones, and even more John Deere innovation. If you're excited about what this will offer the ag industry, you might be a fit for service technician positions receiving a competitive wage, benefits package, job growth, and stability. Apply at agrivisionequipment.com/tech.
As the national anthem finishes up, the two teams getting ready to take the court again. Monahan, Cron, Klesman, Underwood, and Ivezic, the starters for St. Albert. And on the court for the Cardinals, Knight, Wagner, Howard, Cole, and Nordyke tonight. As we get ready to tip off, Howard for the Cardinals will be in the circle for St. Albert. They're getting ready to get their final conversation in with head coach Richard Weddingo. Ava Underwood ready to take the tip for the Saints. So Howard, Underwood in the circle for these two teams. As we get ready for this conference varsity girls basketball game again between the St. Albert Saints and the Clarinda Cardinals. Tip is up and won by Clarinda as Knight with it. She passes. Knight goes to the top of the circle. Knight drives, passes it to Howard at top. Passes to Wagner. Wagner drives in to the left side. Layup with the right hand. Go good. Rebound by Ava Underwood. Monahan to Klesman, excuse me. Klesman drives. She gives it off to Ava Underwood, and it is going to be a turnover for St. Albert. A missed pass between Ella Klesman and Ava Underwood. Wagner passes it across. It gets swatted away by St. Albert. Ava Underwood goes up for the fast break. No good, but she does get fouled on the way, so she'll be shooting two. Some new free throw rules for the IHSAA and the IGSAU at high school basketball this year is no more 1-and-1s will be awarded. It'll only be 2 and then 5 fouls, and you're going to the line per quarter. But those 5 fouls do reset every quarter as Ava Underwood misses her first free throw. Underwood's second free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Jersey Knight. Knight takes it across, passes it to Cole. Maddie Cole steps up to shoot 3. Good. Clarinda takes a 3-0 lead here early on St. Albert as Ava Underwood takes it across. Excuse me, that's Lily Cron takes it across. She passes it off to Klesman. Klesman on the left side passes it off back to Cron. Monahan drives, no good. Her layup, no good as Jersey Knight tried to go for a loose ball, collided with Ava Underwood hard, and there's a foul on St. Albert. That's St. Albert's first foul of the night. Knight to inbound. She passes it to Wagner. Wagner kind of in a trap situation, gets it back to Knight. Knight passes it across to Nordyke. Nordyke drives, passes it off to Wagner. Wagner back out to Howard. Howard to Knight. Knight takes it to the right, drives left, takes a jump shot from about 8 feet up and gets it. Cardinals take a 5-0 lead here with 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Lily Cron takes it across for St. Albert. She passes it to Ella Klutzman, who down low to Ivezic, and she gets it in for the 2 and the layup. Wagner for the Cardinals. Takes it across, passes it to Nordyke. Nordyke almost loses it, does get a hold of it. Wagner, so it's Howard. Howard passes it to the left to Maddie Cole. Maddie Cole takes a shot, no good. Rebound, loose ball. Aggressive for St. Albert's basketball, though. They do get the rebound as Ella Klutzman will inbound it to Lily Cron. 5:50 remaining here. Clarinda has a 5-2 lead over St. Albert. Cron passes it to Monahan. Monahan back down low to Cron. Cron goes up with it strong, no good. Rebound Jersey Knight. Jump tied up though by Ava Underwood, and that'll be a jump ball. Stays Clarinda's basketball. Or excuse me, stays St. Albert basketball. So the alternating possession gives St. Albert the basketball. Pass taken away by Maddie Cole. Maddie Cole's trying to push now. Maddie Cole passes it to Howard, but a miscommunication as it goes off Howard's leg and goes out of bounds for a Cardinal turnover. Klesman to inbound it to Cron. Cron's going to take it across with nobody pressuring her. 5:30 remaining. Clarinda still has a 5-2 lead as Klesman passes it to Cron. Cron back over to Underwood. Underwood passes it deep to inside to Evezic, but she loses handle of it. Addie Wagner with the steal. Should take it down and fast. 2-on-1, and Cardinals win it with Maddie Cole gets the layup. Now St. Albert looking with some hustle. Klesman passes it out to Monahan. Monahan back to Klesman. Klesman over to Cron. Cron over to Ava Underwood. Ava Underwood going to drive, take a layup. No good as Howard comes down with the rebound. 7-2 Clarinda leads with 4:50 left as Knight's going to take it across. Jersey Knight, she's going to drive to the right, passes it back out to Howard. Howard takes a jump three, airballs it no good, and St. Albert basketball. Clarinda leads at 7-2 with 4:40 remaining. Ellie Monahan inbounds it to Lily Cron. Cron passes it back to Monahan. Monahan back to Cron, almost taken away by Nordyke. They do redeem it though. Ava Underwood drives. She goes up with a shot and gets it. Gets the bucket underneath. Make it 7-4. Wagner inbound it to Nordyke off of a St. Albert pressure. Wagner eventually gets it to Maddie Cole, but it's blocked away by St. Albert. Now Cron pushing for a shot from Ellie Klesman. Gets it good. Ella Klesman ties it up at 7 apiece as Maddie Cole takes the inbound. She passes it to Knight. Knight kind of leading an offense here, Clarinda trying to get an offense going as Knight drives, passes it to Howard. Howard passes it back out to Knight. Knight to Maddie Cole. Cole back out to Howard. Howard to Wagner, almost taken away by Ava Underwood. Wagner does drive, no layup, no good. Rebound, Evezic. Found Klesman on the outside, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound though from Missy Evezic. And Nordyke and Jersey Knight are able to corral the rebound off of I think it was after a kind of a mishandle from Evezic. Now Knight will drive inside. It's taken away. Tried to pass it to Nordyke. Gets swatted by Underwood. Nordyke passes to Knight. Knight drives to the right. Gets knocked out of bounds by Ella Klesman. Clarinda keeps the basketball. They were tied at 7 apiece here with 3 minutes to go. Knight to inbound. We've got some substitution here as Monahan and Cron take a seat. Knight inbounds it to Howard. Howard passes it up to Wagner. Wagner back to Knight. Wagner passes it back to Howard. Howard throws a dangerous pass. Maddie Cole able to corral it though. And that'll be swatted away by St. Albert. Clarinda retains the basketball. Knight to inbound. Passes it way over to Maddie Cole. She does corral it. Screen set by Nordyke. Jersey Knight drives, passes it back out to Howard. Maddie Cole takes a jump shot from 3, no good. Rebound, Lily Cron. Cron's going to take it across. Kira Hochstein in the game for St. Albert. As Hochstein's going to take a 3. She misses. Rebound to Molly Wise. And Clarinda ends up with it. Maddie Cole is going to take it across. 2 minutes left. We're still tied at 7 apiece. As Knight takes it to the center. She's going to drive to the left, pass back out to Howard. Howard's going to drive to the right, pass to Maddie Cole. Cole pass to Nordyke. Nordyke to Wagner. Wagner drives to the right, gets pushed around hard, and they're going to call it travel. That kind of looked like a shove, but they're going to call it a travel instead. So St. Albert will retain the basketball off of a Clarinda turnover. Lily Cron passes it to Hochstein. Hochstein over inside to Epstein. No foul called, and Molly Wise with a three-pointer. It's good. St. Albert takes a 10-7 lead here with a minute 30 remaining. Jersey Knight with the basketball. She drives to the left, passes out to Nordike. Nordike to Howard. To Wagner. Wagner drives to the right. She gets fouled on her way to the hoop, and it will be on the floor though, so Clarinda will be inbounding with St. Albert's. That's St. Albert's third foul on the day. Got some more substitutions as Grace Mans comes in for Ivezic. Knight to inbound. She gets it in to Wagner, who's underneath the basket, and gets it up for the layup. Addison Wagner just kind of found herself open underneath the hoop. Is able to get the bucket. Taken away by Maddie Cole. She's going to go up with the easy layup as well, making it a 11-10 Clarinda lead. And another turnover for the St. Albert Saints. They've had a couple. That's 3 possessions with a turnover for them. So Knight's going to inbound. We've got 53 seconds remaining. Clarinda has an 11-10 lead over the St. Albert Saints. Addie Wagner takes it to the right. Now she goes left with it. She pounds underneath to St. Howard. Howard gets the bucket, extending Clarinda's lead now 13-10. Lily Cron takes it across for the Saints. She's going to drive, and she's going to get fouled on her way to the basket. It's going to be on the floor, so that'll be Clarinda's second foul of the day. Inbounded to Cron. Cron passes it over to Monahan. Monahan over to Klesman. Klesman misses the three-pointer. Rebound goes off of Howard's hand, and it's going to stay with St. Albert. Klesman to inbound. She gets it in just barely to Lily Cron, who's able to get the easy layup under the hoop. She had to go up strong with that one, though, as Kylie Meyer is now in for the Cardinals as well. Jersey Knight passes it to Meyer. Meyer into Nordike, and they're going to call it. Head coach Jake Lord calls a timeout for Clarinda. We'll take one with them. Clarinda leads 13-12 here with about 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
For 30 years, Chat Mobility has provided Southwest Iowa with the latest technology and a high-speed nationwide network. More importantly, Chat Mobility provides real customer service that you can only get from a local company. When you choose Chat Mobility, we take the time to answer all of your questions and to make sure you're totally comfortable with your phone. You'll have peace of mind knowing that we are here to help with any concerns you may have going forward. Real hometown customer service only from Chat Mobility.
Welcome back into Clarinda. Clarinda has a 13-12 lead over St. Albert's with 14 seconds remaining in the first. Clarinda does have the basketball. Wagner inbounds it to Knight. Knight's going to take it across. Jersey Knight looks to drive to the right with a screen from Howard. Passes it out to Meyer. Meyer misses the three-pointer. Rebound corralled in by Lily Cron, and that'll end the first quarter. Clarinda leads 13-12 here. After one, we'll be back for the start of the second after this.
.62, Coach. 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Sure what you want to do with your life? Feel Feel like your job is at a standstill? Get your foot in the door with area manufacturing companies at Iowa Western Community College's SEAM program. Sign up now in the Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing through IWCC. Classes are just 2 early evenings a week with holidays and summers off. Improve your current skills and learn new ones that will give you a new career or even enhance your current one. For more information on SEAM, contact IWCC's Clarinda Center at 712-542-5117.
Welcome back into Clarinda, Iowa, where we have a fun one after one. Clarinda leads at 13-12 over the Class 1A number 7 ranked St. Albert Saints. Meyer to inbound to Knight to start the second. Nordyke takes it to the right. She passes over to Wagner. Wagner goes up with it strong, gets fouled, and she'll be shooting 2 free throws. That's St. Albert's first foul of the quarter. Addie Wagner's first free throw is up and no good. Cron's got 2 fouls already for St. Albert, as Wagner misses the second free throw. Ava Underwood with the rebound. Passes it over to Ella Monahan, who misses it, but a rebound goes to Ava Underwood, and Underwood gets fouled. Bailey Nordyke committed the foul. That's her first of the game. Clarinda's first of the quarter. Underwood's first free throw is good. Ties it up at 13 apiece. Underwood's second free throw is up and good. So St. Albert takes a 14-13 lead here in the second. Knight inbounds to Wagner. Wagner passes it to Nordyke, who does travel. Try to stop her momentum as fast as possible. Wasn't able to come to a complete stop as her pivot foot did slide. So Clarinda turns the ball over, and Ella Klesman now to inbound. Klesman inbounds to Monahan. Monahan over to Klesman. Klesman passes it down low to Underwood. Underwood misses the layup. Rebound though, but from Avizic, and she gets her own 2. So after an Avizic rebound, she gets her putback in. Clarinda turns the ball back over, but Clarinda almost turns the ball back over as Klesman had her hands on it, but she loses it, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll stay Clarinda basketball as Knight's getting ready to inbound to Nordyke. Nordyke passes it back to Knight. Knight gets it across. Knight's going to drive, push fast. She tries to get it under Nicole, but it's taken away by Ella Klesman. Klesman passes it over to Peyton Johnson, and Johnson gets fouled going up. So Johnson will head to the free throw line. That foul is from Bailey Nordyke. That's her second. Clarinda's second of the quarter. As Johnson gets set to take her first free throw. Her first free throw is no good. 7 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Peyton Johnson's second free throw is up and no good. Rebound does go to Clarinda as Ivizic tried to go up and taps it over Howard's head. It goes out of bounds. So Knight's inbound for Clarinda. Knight's inbound to Wagner. Wagner gets it around a defender, takes it across. She tries to stop, and she does double dribble. Costly turnovers have been the case here for Clarinda in the second quarter. As St. Albert inbounds, it goes to Klesman. Klesman passes it to Monahan. Monahan inside to Underwood. Underwood goes up and gets the bucket. Underwood found a wide open lane to the bucket, gets underneath and gets the 2. As Knight takes it across for Clarinda, Jersey Knight drives to the left. She does pass it out to Howard, who takes a jump shot and gets it. It is just a 2, but still a jump shot for Howard. It's 18-15 now as Monahan takes it across for St. Albert. Monahan passes it back to Klesman. Klesman over to Peyton Johnson. Johnson to Klesman. Klesman to Monahan. Monahan over to Underwood. Underwood misses the 3, but it rebounded by St. Albert. Ella Klesman takes a 3 shot at it, misses, and it goes out of bounds, so it'll be Clarinda's basketball. Knight inbounding in kind of an awkward spot there in the corner. She's got to get it in. She gets it into Meyer. Kylie Meyer passes it across to Wagner. Wagner finds Maddie Cole underneath, and Maddie Cole goes up with it and gets fouled. So she'll be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. That foul is on Peyton Johnson. That's her first of the day. St. Albert's second of the quarter. Maddie Cole's first free throw up and good. Makes it 18-16. Maddie Cole's second free throw is up and no good. Rebound does go to Ellie Monahan. Ellie Monahan, excuse me. Monahan passes it over to Ella Klesman. Klesman takes it across. She passes it to Underwood. Underwood underneath to Ivizic. Gets kind of stripped away, but Underwood retains it again. Ivizic goes up and gets the layup. Makes it a 20-16 St. Albert lead as Meyer inbounds to Knight. Knight takes it across. She passes it up and over to Maddie Cole, but it's tipped out of bounds by Missy Ivizic. So Clarinda will keep the basketball on their side of the court. Knight inbounds. She eventually gets it into Addie Wagner. Addie Wagner's going to drive inside. She passes it out to Meyer. Kylie Meyer with the 3, no good. And rebounded by Peyton Johnson. Johnson now going to take it across for St. Albert. Johnson passes, gets tipped by Knight, retained by Klesman. Klesman passes it back to Johnson. Johnson to Underwood. Underwood to Ivizic. Ivizic goes up with kind of a hook shot, no good. And it'll go to Clarinda. Knight inbounds to Wagner. Wagner gets a tip by Underwood and able to keep it for Clarinda. Knight finds Maddie Cole underneath, but it gets blocked by Ivizic. Now Johnson going underneath, gets blocked by Meyer, as now Clarinda pushing some tempo. Addie Wagner will pull it out and run an offense. Addie Wagner drives inside, passes out to Meyer, almost taken away by Underwood. Almost taken away by St. Albert, but kept alive from Clarinda. Meyer goes up with it, gets fouled on the floor. That foul falls on Ava Underwood. That's her second of the day. St. Albert's got 3 in the quarters. We got 4:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Knight to inbound. She gets it in, tipped up by Klesman and taken away by St. Albert. That's Peyton Johnson on the steal. And Ellie Monahan takes a 3, no good, as it goes to Clarinda. Caitlin Hendricks now in the game for St. Albert. And Molly Wise also comes in the game for St. Albert for Ellie Monahan. Knight gets it into Wagner, but she's fouled. Kind of a fight for a loose ball, but Wagner gets fouled by Peyton Johnson. Peyton Johnson's second foul of the day. That's 4 for St. Albert in the quarter. (20-16) St. Albert leads here with 4:20 remaining in the second quarter. Knight inbounds to Wagner. Wagner's going to pass across to Maddie Cole. Maddie Cole is going to go up with it and gets it blocked by Ivizic, but she gets her own rebound back as Maddie Cole now kind of in a trap situation. She's got to get rid of it. She finds Bailey Nordyke underneath. Nordyke gets blocked by Molly Wise. Wise rebounds it and blocked by Sage Howard. So Molly Wise went up for the layup, and it gets blocked by Howard. But it will stay St. Albert basketball. As Molly Wise set to inbound. She inbounds it to Ella Klutzman. Klutzman gets it off to Kira Hochstein, who gets fouled on her way up. That foul is on Nordyke. That's her third of the game, and Clarinda's also got 3 on the quarter as well. Hochstein to shoot free throws. Her first one is no good. As this stays a 20-16 St. Albert lead. Hochstein's second free throw is good. St. Albert leads 21-16 as Wagner gets ready to take it. Wagner takes it across. She passes it off to Knight. Knight tries to drive, but gets it taken away. Stays Clarinda's basketball. Somebody got a hand on when Jersey Knight was driving, and it did go out of bounds. Stays Clarinda's ball. As Knight inbounds, she gets it into. She doesn't get it in. It gets swatted away by Caitlin Hendricks, but it still goes out of bounds. Still Clarinda basketball. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. 3:47 left on the game clock in the second quarter. Knight to inbound. She does eventually get it into Sage Howard. Howard dribbles a few steps, passes it out to Maddie Cole. Maddie Cole passes it back to Wagner. Lily Merrill passes it to Jersey Knight. Knight drives, stops her momentum, passes it out to Howard. Howard to Wagner. Wagner with the 3, no good. Rebound Lily Merrill. Merrill back to Howard. Howard travels. So it'll be St. Albert basketball after a Sage Howard travel, and we enter 3:25 left to go in the second quarter. 21-16 St. Albert lead. Molly Wise inbounds to Ella Klutzman. Klutzman passes it to Hochstein. Hochstein back to Klutzman. Klutzman back to Molly Wise. Wise takes a jump shot. 2, no good. Rebound back. Molly Wise gets her own rebound and is fouled. No, excuse me. Klutzman causes the foul. Nope, Klutzman was fouled on the rebound, so it stays St. Albert basketball. Ella Klutzman's three-point shot, no good. And it'll be a Clarinda basketball now, 21-16 here in the second quarter, 3 minutes to go. Knight inbounds to Wagner. Wagner passes it out to Merrill. Merrill has to gets kind of trapped. She has to get rid of it. She gets it over to Wagner over the line. Howard with the jump shot, no good. Rebound to Molly Wise. Wise passes it to Ella Klutzman. Klutzman drives. She pulls up and shoots. Gets the bucket. Makes it a 23-16 St. Albert lead. Maddie Cole passes it over to Jersey Knight. Kept alive by Jersey Knight, and then it's taken away eventually by Missy Avizic. Molly Wise passes it out, dribbles. She finds Avizic underneath. Avizic passes it back out to Wise. Wise over to Hochstein. Hochstein finds Caitlin Hendricks underneath for the bucket. Makes it 25-16 St. Albert. Knight inbounds to Wagner. Wagner passes it back to Knight. Knight passes it back to Wagner. Wagner does get it across. Finds Lily Merrill. Lily Merrill takes the shot. No good. Rebound, Missy Avizic. Avizic passes it to Klutzman. Klutzman tries to pass it deep. Gets intercepted by Addie Wagner. Addie Wagner does get trapped, though, in a Clarinda timeout. As St. Albert leads 25-16. Clarinda has the basketball with a minute 50 remaining in the second. We'll be back right after this.
The Ice House Restaurant and Sports Bar is your home for food, fun, and friendly service before and after all local games this season. But that's not all. Stop in to watch a college or pro game on one of their 19 TVs. Plus, with 8 different beers on tap, daily meal specials, a free-to-use party room, and plenty of seating, the Ice House in Clarinda just goes with your sports plans. And speaking of plans, make sure to like their Facebook page to be the first to learn about events happening at the Ice House in Clarinda.
Agricultural business majors at Northwest Missouri State University gain the knowledge and the experiences of agriculture as well as business foundations. Northwest's faculty focuses on 4 core areas: agricultural finance, agricultural marketing, agricultural policy, and economics of agricultural production. Career opportunities in this field at Northwest include agricultural sales representative, grain merchandising, agricultural lender, operations manager, and claims adjuster. Find out more about an agricultural business major at Northwest Missouri State University.
Welcome back into Clarinda, where St. Albert has a 25-16 lead over the Cardinals. Here with 1:50 left in the second quarter, it is Clarinda basketball as Meyer inbounds to Knight to start off things here at the end of as we get closer to the end of the first half. Meyer is going to drive to the right. She's going to pass in, find Howard underneath, Howard unable to corral it though, and it is taken away by St. Albert and Ella Klesman. Klesman finds Caitlin Hendricks. Hendricks passes it, tries to pass it over, gets it taken away by Wagner, and Wagner just going to take it across. Wagner passes it to Knight. Knight back to Wagner. Wagner drives, shows up, and no shot as the foul is on the floor. That's St. Albert's 5th foul, though, of the day. So Wagner will head to the free throw line. Wagner's first free throw, no good. 1:16 remaining. St. Albert has a 25-16 lead over the Cardinals. Wagner's second free throw, up and no good as well. Rebound though, Kylie Meyer, she falls on the deck, and it does get taken away by Kira Hochstein. Hochstein finds Grace Manns, and Manns passes to Hochstein, and she gets fouled. The foul is on Jersey Knight. That's her second. It's Jersey's second foul of the night. Maddie Walter tries to pass, gets taken away by Wagner. Wagner's got a wide open layup. She does get it. Makes it 25-18 here with 50 seconds remaining. St. Albert's able to inbound it as Hochstein takes it across. Hochstein passes it back to Molly Wise, then to Maddie Walter. Walter finds Caitlin Hendricks underneath. Hendricks goes up and gets fouled, so she'll be shooting too. Hendricks' free throw is no good. Caitlin Hendricks' second free throw, up and good. So 26-18 now, St. Albert's lead over Clarinda. Kylie Meyer's going to take it across for Clarinda. Meyer drives to the right. She gets kind of trapped. She does get it back to Howard. Howard finds Wagner wide open for the three, no good. Hochstein gets the rebound knocked out of her hands by Meyer, and by Knight, and it will stay St. Albert's basketball. Molly Wise to inbound. Wise inbounds to Hochstein. Hochstein going to take it across. Hochstein back to Wise. Wise over to Maddie Walter. Walter finds Wise underneath. Wise misses the layup, and rebound goes to Maddie Cole. Maddie Cole going to take it across from the Cardinals. They're looking to push. She tries to stop momentum and run a little bit of an offense with 7 seconds remaining. Maddie Cole dribbles all over the place, finds Ellie Cole out to Sage Howard, who just loses the basketball and taken away by Grace Manns. But that'll end the first half. St. Albert leads 26-18. We'll be back with a halftime report right after this.
Some of the things I've learned from sports are being a good leader, and that means not always just saying what's right, but showing by example.
I've learned that being a good role model is so important because there's many little eyes on you and they watch everything you do. So as long as you're doing the right thing, then they will understand that that is what they're supposed to be doing also.
What I really have learned is strong leadership and self-discipline.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, we're here to keep your student athletes in the game. We have a team of providers ready to care for annual or preventative services, specialists trained in orthopedic injury care, dietitians to ensure proper nutrition, an athletic trainer, and a team of physical therapists ready with the latest rehab solutions should the unexpected happen on or off the field. Learn more about how we can serve your student athletes at clarindahealth.com.
Here in AgriVision Equipment know two things about the future of ag. One, technology will continue to evolve, and two, it's still all about the people that make it happen. AgriVision Equipment is looking for those people to share in the excitement of driverless vehicles, artificial intelligence, drones, and even more John Deere innovation. If you're excited about what this will offer the ag industry, you might be a fit for service technician positions receiving a competitive wage, benefits package, job growth, and stability. Apply at agrivisionequipment.com/tech.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, we're here to keep your student athletes in the game. We have a team of providers ready to care for annual or preventative services, specialists trained in orthopedic injury care, dietitians to ensure proper nutrition, an athletic trainer, and a team of physical therapists ready with the latest rehab solutions should the unexpected happen on or off the field. Learn more about how we can serve your student athletes at clarindahealth.com. At Clarinda Regional Health Center, we're here to keep your student athletes in the game. We have a team of providers ready to care for annual or preventative services, specialists trained in orthopedic injury care, dietitians to ensure proper nutrition, an athletic trainer, and a team of physical therapists ready with the latest rehab solutions should the unexpected happen on or off the field. Learn more about how we can serve your student athletes at clarindahealth.com.
St. Albert leads Clarinda right now 26-18 at the half. After a strong first quarter from Clarinda, they get out to a early lead there in the first, and then it was all St. Albert there in that second quarter as they take a 26-18 lead again at half. I'll get you some more stats at the end of the game. Is kind of missing some right now. I'll get you full stats, full rundown after the girls' game, right before the boys' game. But for now, enjoy the sights of the Clarinda basketball gym as we take a break for halftime on the KMA Extreme at KMAland.com. As we go live back from half, Clarinda takes the inbound. They've got Wagner, Knight, Howard, Nordyke, and Matt Cole on the court. They're starting 5 for St. Albert. They've got, we're going to have some difficulties with the camera right now as my partner had to go deal with some situation that's not great. So with no camera, I'll be on the voice until he gets back. But Lily Cron passes it over to Ella Klutzman. Klutzman passes it deep back to Cron. Cron over to Monahan. Monahan finds Klutzman. Klutzman misses the three-pointer but gets fouled. Rebound goes to Ava Underwood, but she gets fouled on her way back up, and the foul will be on Sage Howard. That's her first of the game and the first foul of the half. So Ava Underwood's set to shoot free throws. She misses her first one. Still 26-18 here, 7:25 remaining in the third. If you're just joining us, Clarinda got off to a hot start, taking an early first quarter lead, and they led all the way through the first quarter, and then it was all St. Albert's in the second quarter as they take a dominating 26-18 lead now as Underwood misses her second free throw. Rebound goes to Nordyke. Nordyke's going to dribble it and then pass it off to Knight, who gets it across. Knight passes it over to Wagner in the left side. Wagner stopped in her tracks and she travels. Wagner ran into two defenders and she must have shuffled her feet or something a little bit. Gets called for the travel as Cron passes it in to Monahan for the inbound. Cron passes it back to Monahan. Monahan inside to Ava Underwood, who goes up and gets fouled. And she will be heading to the line to shoot two more. That foul is on Sage Howard, her second of the game, and Clarinda's second of the quarter. Ava Underwood makes her first free throw, making it 27-18. Again, if you just kind of like tuned back in, camera is currently disabled. It will be back here in about hopefully a minute or two. We've got a situation going on downstairs that needed dealt with, and Alex had to go to that. Underwood misses her second free throw, rebounded by Nordyke. Nordyke takes it across. She's going to stop in her tracks and lose the basketball. She does picked up, though, by Jersey Knight. Knight now going to pass it back to Nordyke. Nordyke dribbles with the right, passes it off to Maddie Cole. Maddie over to Carson Wellhausen in for now Sage Howard. Knight passes it down low to Howard, taken away by Avizic, and Avizic tries to pass it over to Klutzman. Klutzman loses it, and it'll be a turnover for St. Albert. 27-18, 6:38 remaining as Knight now inbounding. She does get it across over to Nordyke. Nordyke's going to take it across, and Nordyke dumps it off to Wagner. Now Wagner takes drives, passes, just spin moves, passes it back out, almost hits Ava Underwood right back in the face, but it does get rebounded or taken back by Clarinda as Addie Wagner trapped in the left side. Welcome back after kind of sorry for that inconvenience of losing the live stream. Not a great situation as we just kind of lost a little bit of power, but we're back now. And you didn't miss much. Still 27-18 here with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. St. Albert's basketball is Klutzman has it on the right side. Klutzman drives up, blocked and taken away by Carson Wellhausen. Wellhausen gets it to Wagner. Wagner going to push, does get swatted away by Lily Cron. What a play there from Carson Wellhausen. Just kind of blocked and took the basketball away from St. Albert. Jersey Knight inbounds to Wagner. Wagner's going to drive, go up for the layup, gets it, and good. As we go 27-20 here with 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. Lily Cron passes it over to Ellie Monahan. Monahan back over to Cron. Cron back over to Monahan. Monahan back to Cron. Cron's going to drive, pass it back out to Ellie Klutzman. Klutzman over to Monahan. Monahan back to Klutzman. Klutzman back to Monahan. Monahan passes it inside to Ava Underwood, blocked away by Clarinda though. And rebound comes to Maddie, gets pushed out to Maddie Cole. Maddie Cole's pushing. She passes it out to Nordyke. Nordyke passes it out to Knight. Knight drives, she goes up for the layup, no good. Rebound, Missy Evezic. Evezic passes it to Ava Underwood. Underwood passes it to Lily Cron. Cron passes it to Monahan. Monahan dribbles to the left, passes it back out to Klutzman. Klutzman passes it to Cron. Cron to Klutzman. Klutzman to Underwood. Underwood attacks the hoop. Underwood misses her layup though, and the ball is a tie-up between Ava Underwood and Carson Wellhausen. Will be a jump ball and will stay with St. Albert's. Kind of a scary situation for me earlier, as every broadcaster's worst stream, we lose the live stream. I am able to get it back though, and that's what happened. If anyone was wondering, if just joining the live now, as Addison Wagner takes the ball, gets a steal, passes it back out to Meyer. Meyer goes up for the layup, gets it good. 22-27, St. Albert leads with 4 minutes left. Ella Klutzman passes it over to Lily Cron. Cron passes it back to Klutzman. Klutzman to Monahan. Monahan inside the Evezic. Evezic up, goes up strong, misses though, and the rebound will stay with St. Albert's. St. Albert inbounds, goes up to Lily Cron. Cron up at the top of the key, passes it out back over to Ella Klutzman. Klutzman back out to Cron. Cron inside, deep to Evezic. Evezic goes up strong, gets the layup, makes it 29-22, St. Albert lead. Kylie Meyer gets it across and forces Clarinda to take a timeout as she gets trapped. 3:36 remaining. We'll take one with them. St. Albert leads 29-22 with 3:30 remaining in the third quarter.
Family, they're always there when you need them. We feel the same about banking. At PCSB, we believe in building relationships that never close. That's why we offer ITMs with extended hours and a breadth of digital services for your convenience. But it's our people who create a true connection with our community. We don't stop working for you when the workday is done. We're always your bank, and we're always working for you. PCSB, we believe in you. Visit us online at wearepcsb.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Clarinda, where Clarinda is currently trailing St. Albert 29-22. Jersey Knight takes the inbound from Meyer. Knight is going to dribble to the left side. She passes it to Wagner. Wagner with a three. No good. Rebound to Ava Underwood. Ava Underwood passes it over to a wide open Lily Cron. Cron with a layup. No good. And Wellhausen, comes down with a rebound. Wellhausen to Knight. Knight's going to dribble, take it across. Knight's going to dribble all the way to the hoop. Gets blocked by Evezic. Stays Clarinda's basketball, as Missy Evezic was the last one to touch it. Jersey Knight to inbound. She does just barely gets it into Addie Wagner. Wagner underneath, gets passed it out to Kylie Meyer. Kylie Meyer misses the three. Rebound Jersey Knight. So an offensive rebound now for Jersey Knight as she finds Nordyke. Nordyke drives to the hoop, goes up strong, no good. And rebound goes to Peyton Johnson. Johnson passes it to Lily Cron. Lily Cron takes it to the top of the key. She passes it over to Ella Klutzman. Klutzman down low to Ava Underwood. Taken away, though, by Bailey Nordyke. Nordyke now Gonna dribble across. She passes it to Jersey Knight. Jersey Knight drives, goes up strong, no good. Kind of an awkward shot there. She goes to the floor, and Lily Cron takes it across for St. Albert. Passes it over to Ella Klessman. Klessman over to Peyton Johnson. Johnson inside the Vezic block, fouled by Carson Wellhausen. Clarinda's 4th foul of the quarter. Wellhausen's 1st of the night. As Vezic makes her first free throw, makes it 30-22. St. Albert advantage. Sage Howard checks in for Carson Wellhausen. Vezic's second free throw is good. As Grace Manns checks in for her. 31-22, St. Albert lead. 2:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Jersey Knight to inbound for the Cardinals. She gets it into Nordyke. It's hit away by Ava Underwood, but Ava Underwood does foul Nordyke. That's Ava Underwood's 3rd foul of the day. St. Albert's 1st of the quarter. Jersey Knight to inbound. She does get it into Kylie Meyer. Meyer's going to take it across quickly. Gets kind of swatted away, but she keeps a hold of it, and Meyer tries to fit it into between a tight window, but it'll be a quick kick ball, so it'll stay with Clarinda. Kira Hochstein will check in for Ava Underwood for St. Albert. Jersey Knight to inbound. She gets it. She doesn't get it in. 5-second violation on the Cardinals, so they turn the ball over as Ella Klutzman now to rebound for St. Albert. She gets it into Lily Cron. Cron just going to take it across herself, guarded by Knight the whole way. Cron's awfully close to us, over and back. She does turn it over. Kylie Meyer takes away the pass to Ella Klutzman, and Klutzman able to hit it out of Meyer's hands, but it'll stay Clarinda basketball. 1:52 remaining. St. Albert leads 31-22 here in the third. Addie Wagner drives, goes up strong, and gets fouled. So Addie Wagner will be shooting 2. St. Albert's 2nd foul of the quarter, and that is Peyton Johnson's 3rd foul of the night. Wagner's first free throw up and good. So a 31-23 St. Albert lead as Howard checks in for Maddie Cole. Wagner's second free throw, no good, but the rebound does go into Jersey Knight's hand, and it'll be a tie-up, which will stay Clarinda basketball. So Jersey Knight rebound and alternating possession lets Clarinda keep the basketball as Knight now to inbound for the Cardinals. Knight passes it into Wagner. Wagner drives to the right. She passes it out to Howard. Howard out to Nordyke, who passes it kind of wonky to Kylie Meyer, and it'll be a turnover for Clarinda as Kira Hochstein has a wide open layup to the bucket, and she makes it. 33-23 now, St. Albert's lead over Clarinda as Jersey Knight does get it across herself. She passes it out to Wagner. Wagner shoots up with it, no good. Jersey Knight able to come down to the rebound. She's kind of trapped situation. She does somehow get it to Kylie Meyer. Meyer to Wagner, gets it to Nordyke, who goes up strong, but gets blocked by Molly Wise. St. Albert was looking to push, but as they do turn the ball over, it'll stay with St. Albert, actually, as they'll say Clarinda was last to touch it. So Ava Underwood now to inbound to St. Albert. Excuse me, that was Lily Cron to inbound, and she doesn't find anybody St. Albert's going to take a timeout. We'll take out and with them 33-23 with a minute remaining in the third. St. Albert leads Clarinda.
For 30 years, Chat Mobility has provided Southwest Iowa with the latest technology and a high-speed nationwide network. More importantly, Chat Mobility provides real customer service that you can only get from a local company. When you choose Chat Mobility, we take the time to answer all of your questions and to make sure you're totally comfortable with your phone. You'll have peace of mind knowing that we are here to help with any concerns you may have going forward. Real hometown customer service only from Chat Mobility.
Welcome back into Clarinda. St. Albert has a 33-23 lead over the Cardinals with a minute and 4 seconds left to go. St. Albert has possession of the basketball as Lily Cron's getting set to inbound for the Saints. Cron's inbound pass intercepted, almost intercepted by Meyer. Somehow Maddie Walter is able to get it back, and Missy Evizik is able to put it up for 2, giving St. Albert now a 35-23 lead. Clarinda pushes, though. Their shot no good, as Jersey Knight knocks it out of bounds. So the rebound goes to St. Albert with 46 seconds remaining in the third. Molly Wise inbounds to Lily Cron. Cron stops. She has to pass it back to Molly Wise. Wise takes it across. Wise passes it to Lily Cron. Cron passes it in to Caitlin Hendricks. Hendricks goes up with it, gets fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line. That foul is on Sage Howard. That's her third of the night. As Hendricks misses her first free throw. Hendricks' second free throw is up and bounces in. 36-23, St. Albert leads as Knight inbounds to Wagner. Wagner passes it right back to Knight. Knight passes it in over to Nordyke. Nordyke to Knight. 18 seconds remaining. Clarinda can take this to the final shot of the quarter if they want to. Knight dribbling out some time. She takes a jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Rebound goes to Molly Wise, but they'll say she stepped out. So it'll stay Clarinda basketball with 1.8 seconds left in the third. Clarinda looking to draw up something on an inbound and score. As Knight gets it into Wagner, and that'll loose ball situation, and that'll end the third quarter. St. Albert leads 36-23 as we come back for the fourth quarter and the final quarter of this ball game.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, we're here to keep your student athletes in the game. We have a team of providers ready to care for annual or preventative services, specialists trained in orthopedic injury care, dietitians to ensure proper nutrition, an athletic trainer, and a team of physical therapists ready with the latest rehab solutions should the unexpected happen on or off the field. Learn more about how we can serve your student athletes at clarindahealth.com.
Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Welcome back into Clarinda as both these teams getting their last conversations in with their head coaches as we get ready to enter the fourth quarter. St. Albert leads 36-23. Again, if you're just checking in, Clarinda led after the first quarter, and then it's been almost all St. Albert after that. Clarinda scored a total of 11 points after two total quarters. Defensive effort from both these teams tonight has been amazing. As Ellie Monahan gets set to inbound for St. Albert. She gets it into Lily Cron. Cron's going to pass it back over to Monahan. Monahan dribbles to the center. She passes it to Klesman. Klesman finds Evizik, who gets the bucket underneath the hoop, goes up strong. St. Albert leads 38-23. As applying some pressure, St. Albert is, and does get a hand on it, but it'll stay Clarinda basketball. Jersey Knight inbounding for the Cardinals. Knight's inbound passes into Meyer. Meyer gets double teamed off his full court pressure from St. Albert. Meyer gets it to Knight. Knight takes it across, but they're going to say a 10. They're trying to say, some refs say 10-second violation because the shot clock does show 24, which, if my math is correct, 35 minus 10 would be 25. So would be a 10-second violation if the shot clock is correct, and that's what the referees are having a conversation about right now. St. Albert, they'll keep it with white ball, Clarinda ball, and St. Albert's going to take a timeout and have a conversation about the situation. Is a lot of the St. Albert fans are a little confused with the everyone's kind of confused with the situation. Is it with the shot clock showing 24 seconds and a 10-second violation. So Knight does take it across for Clarinda. Now Wagner has the basketball for them. 38-23, St. Albert leads. Wagner goes up strong. No foul called. She misses as Evezik gets the rebound. Lily Cron takes it across for St. Albert. Evezik has the ball. She passes into Ava Underwood. Ava Underwood goes up strong for the bucket. Now a 40-23 St. Albert lead. Nordyke passes it across to Wagner. Wagner passes it down low to Wellhausen, and Wellhausen gets fouled. .6:52 remaining here in the fourth. St. Albert leads 40-23. Jersey Knight does inbound to Nordyke. Nordyke passes it to Maddie Cole. Cole's going to dribble to the left. Pass it to Sage Howard after a tip ball from Ava Underwood, and Jersey Knight is going to get fouled. She kind of ran into some contact there between two different St. Albert players. 40-23, 6:37 remaining here in the fourth. St. Albert leads Clarinda as Knight's set to inbound for the Cardinals. Knight's inbound gets into Wagner. Wagner takes it across for the Cardinals. Wagner drives to the left. She now drives to the right, gets her shot blocked by Lily Cron, and Monahan is going to take it across for the Saints. Monahan passes it back to Cron. Cron on the right side passes it back to Monahan. Monahan over to Ellie Klesman. Klesman down low to Ava Underwood. Underwood goes up strong and gets the bucket. 42-23 now St. Albert's lead over the Cardinals here in the fourth quarter. Maddie Cole's going to take it across for Clarinda. She does pass to Addie Wagner, who finds Howard for a wide open jump shot, no good. Rebound Ava Underwood. And Ellie Monahan now going to take it across for St. Albert, trying to run some clock out. 5:50 remaining. They've got almost a 19-point lead, now a 21-point lead as that bucket goes in, making it 44-23 here, 5:42 remaining. Knight's going to take it across for the Cardinals. She loses a hand on it, taken away by St. Albert's. That's Lily Cron. And Cron's going to get fouled hard by Nordyke. Excuse me, that was Ella Klesman driving for St. Albert. Nordyke with the foul. That's her fourth. As St. Albert's shot no good. Maddie Cole with the rebound. She's going to take it across. She's going to drive underneath. She goes up tough with an awkward shot. Rebound does go to Knight, though, and Knight gets fouled hard and put on the ground. 5:20 remaining. St. Albert has a 44-23 lead. As St. Albert has 3 fouls in the quarter. Clarinda just their 1. Knight's going to pass it in, inbound it in to Maddie Cole. Does get swatted away by Ellie Monahan. Monahan does get it for the steal, and Monahan goes up, misses the layup. Good defense played by Maddie Cole on the lost ball situation, as Monahan now wide open. Passes it down low to Ava Underwood. Underwood misses the free throw, or misses the layup. Excuse me, Missy Evizik does get the rebound and the putback, making it 46-23. And a jump ball situation for Clarinda on the inbound. Stays with Clarinda on the alternating possession. Clarinda has yet to score here in the fourth quarter. Just a rough kind of 3 quarters in a row now for the Cardinals after they got out to that first quarter lead, as Nordyke takes it across for the Cardinals. Maddie Cole takes a 3-point shot, no good. Rebound fought between Wagner and Monahan, and there will be a foul called on, I believe, Addie Wagner. No, excuse me, there's a foul called on Ellie Monahan. So it stays Clarinda basketball. So we got a rotation. Molly Wise and Kira Hochstein come in for the Saints, and now Caitlin Hendricks is also coming in for the St. Albert Saints. 4:47 remaining, 46-23 St. Albert lead over the Cardinals. Knight's inbound, gets it into Wagner. Wagner with 3, no good. Rebound to Hendricks. Hendricks passes it over to Lily Cron. Cron's going to take it across for the Saints. Cron passes it over to Hochstein. Hochstein passes it down low to Evizik. Evizik passes it back out to Hochstein. Hochstein over to Lily Cron. Cron misses a 3-pointer. Rebound Bailey Nordyke. Nordyke's going to take it across as she gets bumped and fouled for St. Albert's 5th foul of the quarter. So Nordyke will be going to the line to shoot free throws. Again, that's part of the new free throw rule here at Iowa High School basketball, where 5 fouls per quarter and you are heading to the free throw line, and fouls reset every quarter, as Nordyke now at the free throw line. 46-23 St. Albert lead. Her free throw is no good, in and out. Nordyke's second free throw is no good as well, as the ball's kind of swatted away from St. Albert by St. Albert. But rebound does go to St. Albert, so they will have the basketball. 46-23, 4:20 left in the game, as it's inbounded to Lily Cron. Cron's going to dribble it across. Tough guarded by Jersey Knight. Cron thought about taking a 3 there. Pump fake, passes it to Molly Wise. Wise over to Evizik. Evizik hit, fouled by Sage Howard. That's Howard's 3rd foul of the night. Excuse me, Howard's 4th foul of the night. As Howard will take a seat for the Cardinals. Lily Cron's getting ready to inbound it. She gets it in. Hochstein over back to Cron. Cron steps out of bounds. Turnover for St. Albert. Clarinda's got to get something going here. Right now, as they're down 23 with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Knight just hits Caitlin Hendricks with the ball, and it goes right back out of bounds. So it'll stay Clarinda basketball. Wagner now inbounding for the Cardinals. She gets it into Knight. Knight gets trapped by 2 St. Albert players. She gets fouled. So Jersey Knight will head to the free throw line. Jersey Knight's first free throw, 3:57 remaining here in the fourth, is no good. Clarinda still yet to score here in the fourth. Tough defensive effort from St. Albert, and it struggles on offense for the Cardinals. As Knight's second free throw is good, making it 24-46. St. Albert still leads. And Clarinda will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 46-23, 3:57 remaining here in the fourth. So we come back, we will close up the rest of this game.
Sure what you want to do with your life? Feel like your job is at a standstill? Get your foot in the door with area manufacturing companies at Iowa Western Community College's SEAM program. Sign up now in the Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing through IWCC. Classes are just 2 early evenings a week with holidays and summers off. Improve your current skills and learn new ones that will give you a new career or even enhance your current one. For more information on SEAM, contact IWCC's Clarinda Center at 712-542-5117.
The Ice House Restaurant and Sports Bar is your home for food, fun, and friendly service before and after all local games this season. But that's not all. Stop in to watch a college or pro game on one of their 19 TVs. Plus, with 8 different beers on tap, daily meal specials, a free-to-use party room, and plenty of seating, the Ice House in Clarinda just goes with your sports plans. And speaking of plans, make sure to like their Facebook page to be the first to learn about events happening at the Ice House in Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda. We got 3:57 left on the game clock. 46-24, St. Albert leads the Cardinals here in what was a really, really tight game after the first and second quarters. Become all St. Albert here in the third and fourth as they're getting ready to inbound. They do get it into Kira Hochstein. Hochstein dribbles for St. Albert. She does stop her dribble, pick up her dribble. She has to pass it to Molly Wise. Wise then passes to Lily Cron, who takes it across for the Saints. Cron getting face guarded by Knight, gets it off to Molly Wise, and there is a foul called down low. Foul's going to be on Lily Merrill, her first of the day. As it is inbounded to Hendricks. Hendricks goes up for the shot and gets fouled. She does miss the layup, but she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Caitlin Hendricks shoots her first free throw, is no good. 3:38 remaining now. 46-24 is the St. Albert lead. 22 points over the Cardinals. As Hendricks' second free throw is up and no good, and rebound does go and fall into Knight's hand after a loose ball situation. So Jersey Knight with the rebound, she takes it across for the Cardinals. She's driving all the way to the hoop. Purple shot gets blocked by Missy Evezic, but there'll be a foul on Missy Evezic. So Jersey Knight will go to the line, shooting free throws now. As Knight knocks down the first free throw. Caitlin Hendricks will sit for the Saints. And Lily Merrill will sit for the Cardinals as Howard comes in for her. Knight's second free throw is in and good. 46-26 now is Lily Cron looking to push for the Saints. She does pull it out. Probably looking to run a little bit of an offense here with 3:22 remaining, running down some clock. She passes it over to Molly Wise. Wise passes it to Missy Evezic. Evezic over to Ella Klesman. Klesman misses her layup. Loose ball picked up by Kylie Meyer. Meyer's driving to the hoop. She goes up, blocked away by Lily Cron. Good defense there from Lily Cron to defend the loose ball situation and then defend the layup too. It'll stay St. Albert. It'll actually be St. Albert's basketball after the Lily Cron blocks. Must have hit Meyer again as Cron does get it in to Ella Klesman. Klesman going to dribble across for St. Albert. Klesman's pass tries to get it over to, picked off by Kylie Meyer, and now Maddie Cole with the three-point shot, no good. Rebound, Kylie Meyer. Meyer's three-point shot, nope, she does pull it back and passes it to Maddie Cole. 2:38 remaining as Cole passes it to Howard. Howard over to Knight. Knight drives. She goes up for the layup and gets it. As Cron takes the inbound and gets fouled quickly by Knight. That's Knight's third foul on the night. And that's Clarinda's fifth of the quarter, so Lily Cron will go to the free throw line. Cron's first free throw is up and no good. .226 remaining here in the fourth. Cron's second free throw is good. 47-28 now your score between these two. St. Albert has a lead over the Cardinals. Kylie Meyer takes the inbound. She has to pick up her dribble because she's getting defended. She does eventually get it to Knight. Knight drives to the hoop, blocked away by Avezic. And rebound goes to Lily Cron. Cron drives to the hoop. She puts it up, puts a jump shot up, that makes it 49-28 now. St. Albert back in front by 21. As Knight loses her dribble, she does get it to Wagner. Wagner drives inside to the right, takes a jump shot, banks it in from about the free throw line. 49-30 now the score. Ava Underwood takes it across for the Saints. Ava Underwood drives straight to the hoop, misses the layup, no good. Sage Howard on the rebound. Howard gets it to Wagner. Wagner passes it to Cole, who has a miscommunication. Knight eventually picks up the loose ball for the Cardinals. 1:28 remaining here in this ball game as Knight drives, tries to pick up her dribble and take a shot. She gets it blocked away, and it'll stay Clarinda basketball. As St. Albert switches their floor up almost completely. 49-30 is the score with 1:22 remaining. Clarinda will fall to 2-1 on the year, and St. Albert will advance to 3-1. As Addie Wagner drives to the hoop, misses, and rebounded by Maddie Walter. Walter passes it to Lily Cron. Cron just going to dribble out some time here. 1:07 remaining here is now Maddie Walter drives the hoop, passes it back out to Caitlin Hendricks. Hendricks goes up with a shot, no good. Rebound. Foul on the floor as Sage Howard went up for the rebound. She gets fouled. 56.7 seconds remaining here in this one. 19-point lead here for St. Albert. Howard will go to the line and shoot two. Howard's first free throw is good. 18-point game now for the Saints. As Lily Cron will now sit the bench for the Saints, probably for the last time. 56 seconds remain. Howard misses her second free throw. Rebound, Peyton Johnson. Johnson passes it out to Ellie Monahan. Monahan will take it out. Pass to Maddie Walter. Walter pass to Caitlin Hendricks. Hendricks takes a three, wide open three, no good. Rebound to Jersey Knight, but it hits off Kylie Meyer's foot. Clarinda is able to keep it alive, though, with Addie Wagner. Addie Wagner finds Maddie Cole. Maddie Cole takes a jump shot, good. 49-33, 27 seconds remaining as it's inbounded to Peyton Johnson. Ellie Monahan just going to sit at the top of the key. Pass it to Peyton Johnson. Johnson passes it to Hendricks. Hendricks just going to hold on to it for 10 seconds. They don't have to, St. Albert does not have to take a shot right here if they don't want to. That's exactly what they're going to do. Peyton Johnson, pass to Caitlin Hendricks, who's just going to hold on to it for the rest of the game, and that is your ball game, folks. St. Albert wins at 49-33. Clarinda led after the first quarter, but it was all St. Albert after that. 49-33 is your final. I'll get back to you with some stats here right after this.
Agricultural business majors at Northwest Missouri State University gain the knowledge and the experiences of agriculture as well as business foundations. Northwest's faculty focuses on 4 core areas: agricultural finance, agricultural marketing, agricultural policy, and economics of agricultural production. Career opportunities in this field at Northwest include agricultural sales representative, grain merchandising, agricultural lender, operations manager, and claims adjuster. Find out more about an agricultural business major at Northwest Missouri State University.
As we check out of this girls game, again, the St. Albert Saints win it 49-33 after Clarinda got out to an early lead in the first quarter. Stats are right now incomplete. We will have those for you, though, at kmaland.com. Following the boys game tonight, Alex Liss will be here with you for the boys game. I'll be beside him running the camera. Again, the St. Albert Falcons versus the Clarinda Cardinals boys take place right after this. One final time, though, from Tate Namey and KMA Extreme at kmaland.com. St. Albert's wins it 49-33 against the Clarinda girls. Have a great night, and we will see you back here for the boys game.
Welcome into Clarinda for this Hawkeye 10 boys basketball meeting featuring the St. Albert Saints against the Clarinda Cardinals. Huge game anticipated tonight for Clarinda, going off of a 62-60 win against Red Oak on the 28th of November, starting off to a 2-0 season after beating the night before beating Nottoway Valley 70-44. Clarinda's had an injury, though, that will sideline Cole Baumgart for most likely the rest of the season, and will lose a starter off of that. Starting tonight for Clarinda instead will be Noah Harris, who is indeed averaging 7 points a game, but it will not be enough for Baumgart's 12.5 per game. And tonight will be a big showing for Clarinda to really show who this team is against a very good team from St. Albert. St. Albert tonight will have Luke Wettengel, Joe Hughes, Nick Ballinger, Jeremiah Sherrill, and Owen Marshall starting. On the Clarinda side, it'll be Kyle Wagner, Caden Roop, Noah Harris, Andrew Jones, and Creighton Tuzio. Andrew Jones and Creighton Tuzio, the lone two seniors on this starting lineup, followed by two sophomores, Roop and Harris, and Kyle Wagner, the lone junior, on the starting lineup for Clarinda. Tonight's, you could feel the energy in the basketball court from the players and the fans. Girls game just got wrapped up with the St. Albert win over Clarinda. Huge game here in Clarinda, getting underway any minute now. In 5 minutes, we'll be back as the game gets started. Welcome in as we are a minute away from Hawkeye 10 basketball with the Clarinda Cardinals taking on the St. Albert Saints. Huge game coming up as I'll go over the starting lineup for both teams once again. On the St. Albert Falcons side, starting will be the senior Luke Wettengel, forward. He's listed at 6'4". Next is number 11, Joe Hughes, the junior, the guard, who's 6 foot. Next up will be number 12, Nick Ballinger, the sophomore, who's 6 foot as well. 13, Jeremiah Schrill, the junior, 6 foot. And number 15, Owen Marshall, the forward, who is standing 6'2". On the Clarinda side, we'll have number 2, Kyle Wagner, the junior, standing at 5'11". Caden Roop, the sophomore, also at 5'11". Noah Harris, the sophomore, at 6'2". Andrew Jones, the senior, at 6'6", and Creighton Tuzio, the senior, at 6'7". Some really big differences in height there for the Clarinda team, with Jones and Tuzio standing over 6'6" each, as we are getting underway here for the starting lineups for both teams. Clarinda is coached by first-year boys head coach Connor Hannafin. He's had a few years in the girls program and was able to kind of turn around the program and was able to bring him back to a 500 record the past couple of years. And he also took over the head coaching football this year and led the football team to 7-3. His assistant coaches are Logan Peterson, Casey Hill, and Zach Goring. On the St. Albert Falcons side, the Falcons are coached by Larry Peterson and Kevin White. Clarinda's last game was against Red Oak, which was a 62-60 win in overtime. The Cardinals had a very nice and solid game throughout the entire game until pretty much the end almost, where they let Red Oak really take control and take it into overtime. The leading scorer of that game was Creighton Tuzio, followed by Dalton Wright at Tuzio at 16, Dalton Wright at 14. Wright coming off the bench and getting 14 points, and was Mr. Clutch in overtime, was able to really get it done for Clarinda and really put it away to win 62-60. As both teams taking their final huddles now to start this game out. As it'll be Creighton Tuzio and Luke Wettengel, the senior, into the ring to start off with the opening tip. As Tuzio will win, and the ball will go out of bounds, and the Falcons will take over. Nick Ballinger will bring it up court. As Owen Marshall will dump it off to Luke Wettengel again, and Wettengel will take a three and miss it. Rebound by Jones. Tuzio takes it up court. Pass back to Kyle Wagner. Over to Caden Roop. Tuzio with the screen. Roop drives, passes it back to Jones. Over to Wagner. Wagner gives it to Jones. He fumbles it, takes it back aggressively. And it's back to Noah Harris for the first time tonight. With Creighton Tuzio driving towards the basket. Misses, gets his own rebound, and puts it in for the opening score tonight for Clarinda. As that'll be Tuzio's first 2 points of the game. As Nick Ballinger goes up for the shot, misses, rebounded by Tuzio. Wagner will bring it up court. Pass over to Roop. As we have a moving block from Andrew Jones. That'll be his first foul of the night. As the Falcons will have Jeremiah Schrill and Nick Ballinger bringing the ball up the court. Ballinger passes it to Luke Wettengel. Back to Nick Ballinger, and he misses the shot as Kyle Wagner will bring the ball up court, pass it to Roop. Back to Tuzio. Wagner with the ball once again as Jones misses the ball within inches, and it'll be Falcons basketball with 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Nick Ballinger, the sophomore, brings the ball up the court. We'll pass it over to Joe Hughes. Back to Owen Marshall, and he's going to miss the shot, and that'll be brought in by Noah Harris. As Kyle Wagner will bring the ball up court, pass it over to Noah Harris. Harris, he misses the shot as Owen Marshall gets the rebound, runs up court, passes it to Joe Hughes, and his shot is off as Joe Hughes gets the rebound once again and goes up for the shot to tie it 2-2. As the Falcons are showing full court press early as the ball finally gets across with Jones. Now Kyle Wagner has the top of the key. Shot up by Tuzio, and that's no good. Rebounded by Luke Wettengold as Ballinger brings the ball up court. Has Luke Wettengold back down to Owen Marshall, and that's off the mark as Caden Roop gets the rebound, passes it to Kyle Wagner, who will bring it up court. Roop with the ball now, passes it to Jones. Wagner with the three, and it's off the mark. Rebound Owen Marshall as Joe Hughes brings it up court, and that's blocked, or missed shot there, as Kyle Wagner will slow the game down. Tuzio to Wagner once again. Tuzio passes it over to Roop. Roop to Jones. Jones to Harris. Harris drives. Has a shot, and it's good. And that'll extend Clarinda to 4-2 over the Falcons with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. As Joe Hughes takes the three, and that's a miss. Tuzio with the rebound as Wagner will take it up court once again. Harris to Tuzio. Back out to Jones. Harris. And it's a turnover by Harris, picked up by number 13, Jeremiah Schrill, as it'll go out of bounds and be Clarinda basketball after a little miscommunication there from the Falcons. Wagner will bring it up court for the Cardinals, as the Cardinals have a new face in, and that is Samuel Klein. Tuzio with the three, and he makes it. And that'll extend Clarinda's lead to 7-2. The exact same score that the girls were off to at the beginning of their game too. As Joe Hughes drives towards the basket and is able to make a layup. Wagner to Roop. Roop back to Wagner. Tuzio to Roop. Roop stumbles as Klein misses the three-point jumper. Owen Marshall will bring the ball back up court. As it looks like Luke Wettengold did step out of bounds. He's having a little fun with the ref. And the out of bounds will bring in Dalton Wright for Andrew Jones. As I mentioned earlier, Dalton Wright had a spectacular night against Red Oak, scoring pretty much a lot of points in the overtime win over Red Oak. He had 14 to be exact throughout the game, but he had a lot in the overtime. As Roop takes the three, and it's good. And Clarinda leads 10-4 at the beginning of this Hawkeye 10 matchup. Jeremiah Schrill passes it to Luke Wettengoal. Looks to drive towards the basket and gets the foul. And that'll be on Noah Harris. That'll be, oh, excuse me, that was on Dalton Wright. As it looks like Coach Connor Hannafin is going to have some words with the ref about that. As Luke Wettengoal will be shooting 2 free throws after the shooting foul. First one's off the mark. And the second one goes in. That'll extend the Falcons' score to 5, trailing 10-5 under the Cardinals. As Dalton Wright takes the ball, passes it to Harris. As Harris gives it to Roop, and Roop scores the standing layup, which will extend the lead to 7 for the Cardinals. Owen Marshall brings the ball up court. Dalton Wright in his face, tries for the steal and misses. As he'll make a layup and get an and one opportunity at the free throw line. That's Owen Marshall. As that and one is up and good. St. Albert trails 12-8 with 1:40 remaining in the first quarter. As Wagner will pass it to Wright, and it'll be a turnover from Noah Harris as Owen Marshall gets the tip pass. Standing at the top of the key, waiting for the play to develop. Has a man in the layup lane, and that is Joe Hughes with the score. Here comes St. Albert. As Roop will take it up court. Pass it to Wright. Wright back to Roop. As we have a foul with 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's on Nick Ballinger, the sophomore. That'll be his first foul of the night, and the Falcons' first foul of the night as well. Roop will take the ball out. Passes it to Wagner. Wagner to Tuzio, to Harris. With the weird shot, Wagner gets the rebound. Back to Roop, to Tuzio. Tuzio with the 3, and it's good. And that'll extend the Cardinals' lead to 5, as that is another Creighton Tuzio 3 with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tuzio has 8 on the night. That's to number 11, Joe Hughes. The 3's off the line. Rebound Tuzio. Wagner's going to take the ball up court. Roop to Harris. To Wright. Wright takes it to Wagner on the 3-point. Back to Tuzio, to Roop. Tuzio with the screen. 5 seconds on the clock. With 1. And it's a missed shot from Noah Harris to end the first quarter. Clarinda leads at 15-10. We'll be back with a first quarter wrap-up after this.
The Ice House Restaurant and Sports Bar is your home for food, fun, and friendly service before and after all local games this season. But that's not all. Stop in to watch a college or pro game on one of their 19 TVs. Plus, with 8 different beers on tap, daily meal specials, a free-to-use party room, and plenty of seating, the Ice House in Clarinda just goes with your sports plans. And speaking of plans, make sure to like their Facebook page to be the first to learn about events happening at the Ice House in Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda, where Clarinda Cardinals lead at 15-10 over the St. Albert Falcons. in a highly anticipated Hawkeye 10 matchup. This is the second matchup of the Hawkeye 10's era for the Clarinda Cardinals, where they beat Red Oak the game before, and the St. Albert Falcons have beat Logan Magnolia as of last night in a high-scoring match, which ended in an 82-point rout from St. Albert. Haven't really got much going here. It's been a couple offensive possessions. Creighton Tuzio's hit a pair of threes to lead the game in points at 8. On the St. Albert side, leading in points is Joe Hughes of 6. As we have new faces on the St. Albert side, and that is number 23, Kane Hughes, number 24, Noah Narmi, as it'll remain Clarinda ball. Wagner will take the ball up court, passes to Tuzio. Jones. Tuzio drops the ball. It's a turnover as Nick Ballinger with the 3-point. It's off the mark. Harris with the rebound. Wagner will bring the ball up court. As that is a air ball, and Roop, what a save there. As Jones will have it down below. Roop, Tuzio. Tuzio will take the shot, and that'll be off the mark. Rebounded by Owen Marshall. Marshall will take the ball up court for the Falcons. And he'll pass it out to Kane Hughes. Hughes with the layup, and it is good. 15-12 Cardinals. As Harris double teamed, will pass it down to Jones. Jones with the layup, and it is good. 17-12 Cardinals. The pass to Kane Hughes. Hughes to Narmi. Narmi with the 3, and it's good. As that'll be St. Albert's first 3 of the night. Roop to Jones. As Owen Marshall will get the breakaway and will score a layup and will tie this game up 17 apiece. St. Albert, after being down 5 at the end of the first, has managed their way to tie this game and could lead here with a Narmi to Ballinger pass. Ballinger to Narmi again. Narmi with the shooting foul, and will get 2 shots at the free throw. The foul was on number 30, Noah Harris. That's Harris's first foul of the night. Narmi hits the first free throw to get St. Albert the first lead of the game. Narmi's second shot is up and good, 2 for 2. As St. Albert leads it 19-17 with 5 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the second quarter. As we do have a new face in for Clarinda, and that is Sam Klein. Wagner to Tuzio. Klein for the 3. He's off the mark. Rebound. As we're going to have a foul on the court. It'll be on the Falcons. That's number 24, Noah Narmi. That's his first of the night. Wagner will bring the ball in. Pass to Klein. Jones with the screen. Jones with the attack, as it'll be off the mark. And Nick Ballinger will take the ball up court. Pass to Owen Marshall. Marshall with the drive. And he gets the and one. As it's now 21-17, St. Albert Falcons. Excuse me, I don't think they counted that. Yeah, they did. Okay, they counted it. As the end one is off the mark, and Luke Lettengold gets the rebound, but there's a foul. Wagner will bring the ball in. We'll pass it to Klein. Wagner will take the ball up court as Jones gets the high pass. And it'll be a shove on the Falcons. That was number 24, Noah Narmi, his second of the night. As Joe Hughes will check back in for Noah Narmi, as that is his second foul of the night. With 5 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the second quarter, it's Clarinda ball. Klein to Tuzio, and it'll be a foul. And it will stay here, as it'll be another Falcon foul. And that's on number 15, Owen Marshall, his first of the night. He leads the St. Albert Falcons in points with 7. Kyle Wagner with the 3, and that's off the mark. Rebounded by Klein. Back to Kyle Wagner, but it's intercepted by Owen Marshall. Marshall brings the ball up court. He has a man, Kane Hughes. Hughes' 3 is off the mark, as Dalton Wright will let the ball go out of bounds. And the Cardinals will regain possession with 4 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Roop will take the ball up court. Pass it back to Wagner, as the pass will be tipped and out of bounds and will remain Clarinda basketball. As Wagner takes it, passes out to Roop. Roop to Wright. Tuzio with the 3. And he hits another one, as I believe St. Albert will take a timeout here to talk things over, to figure out this Creighton Tuzio, how he has 11 points. That's based off of 3 threes tonight, pretty much. And he's been able to get it done, and could be able to get it done for the rest of the night. 3-point shot there from Tuzio brought it back to 20-21 with 4 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the first half. As that is the buzzer for the timeout, and we're back to action any moment now. On the Cardinals side right now, number 22, Caden Roop has 5 points. Number 30, Noah Harris has 2 points. 50, Creighton Tuzio has 11. As Nick Ballinger brings the ball up court. Ballinger really getting his handles going with Kyle Wagner. Will pass it down to Luke Lettengold. Lettengold up for the shot, blocked by Tuzio. Tuzio talking smack with him. He's having fun with it. Out to Harris. Harris showing his handles now. Wagner to Wright. Wright drives, pushes off. And there'll be a foul on the Falcons. That is number 23, Kane Hughes. As St. Albert Falcons are now inside of the bonus. Wright misses his first free throw. Wright's second free throw. It's good, and it'll tie the game up. At 21 apiece, with 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Out to Joe Hughes. Hughes with the missed 3. Dalton Wright with the rebound. Roop will take it up court. He's battling Nick Ballinger right now. Roop's in a trap situation. Passes it out to Wagner. Wagner to Harris. Harris gets a screen from Wright but doesn't choose to take it. Wagner drives to the hoop, and his shot is good. As good Kyle Wagner there getting into the game. As Nick Ballinger fumbles it, and Owen Marshall will take the shot, and it'll be in and out. Joe Hughes with the rebound. Hughes goes up and is fouled. He'll get 2 shots at the line. As that is Clarinda's 3rd foul of the quarter. First free throw is no good, as Dalton Wright will come to the bench after that was his 2nd foul, and Warner Schmidt will come in for Noah Harris on the Falcons side. Jeremiah Shrill comes in as the new face, same as Max Gotel. Roop to Wagner to Schmidt to Roop. Roop back out to Wagner. Tuzio looks for the 3 but doesn't take it. After being on fire, he gets the turnover, as that is Nick Ballinger. Ballinger drives towards the hoop, and that's off the mark. Rebound Warner Schmidt, as Caden Roop will take the ball up court. Wagner gets a screen from Tuzio. Pass it out to Jones. Jones to Schmidt, as that'll be a turnover from Schmidt. Turnover by Owen Marshall for the Falcons. And that's a 3 by Joe Hughes, which is off the mark, rebounded by Jones. As Kyle Wagner will try and slow down this game a little bit and take it up the court slowly. Schmidt out, as he'll pass it to Jones. Jones to Schmidt. Schmidt almost loses the ball there. Is in a trap with 2 defenders on him. Roop takes the ball out. It's at the top of the key. Pass it back to Schmidt. Schmidt gets a screen from Tuzio. Tuzio out to Jones. Jones to Tuzio. As we have a possession change after the jump ball. And it'll be Falcons ball. As the possession marker will now be in favor of the Cardinals. As Jones almost got in there for the steal. Owen Marshall takes the ball. As we have a foul. Excuse me, that wasn't a foul. Roop will take it up court. Roop back to Wagner, and they're going to be over and back. That was really close to being over and back. I do believe Wagner was across the line, but the official saw differently. Marshall will take the ball up court. Marshall to Ballinger. Ballinger to Joe Hughes for the 3. He's off the mark. Hughes really on a cold streak right now. I believe that's 3 missed 3s in a row. As Wagner will take the ball up court. Out to Schmidt. Schmidt will drive towards the hoop, and that'll be a turnover as Jones and Schmidt are in there. Nick Ballinger will bring the ball up court for the Falcons. As he drives for the hoop and passes it out to Marshall. Marshall with the 2, and that's missed. Rebound by Schmidt. And Roop will take it up court in a sprint. Roop's going for the layup, and he gets it, and that'll be a charge. That'll be a charge on Roop. As the Falcons will regain possession with 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Low scoring affair from both of these teams so far. Marshall with the drive over Tuzio with the miss. Roop rebounds. 35 seconds remain in the second quarter. Roop takes it out to Harris. Harris to Jones. Jones to Wagner. Roop out in the three. That's off the mark. As the shot clock is now off. Wagner's getting in Marshall's face. As Wettengol back to Ballinger. Ballinger pivots. He's looking to take the last shot. Passes out to Marshall. Marshall drives towards the hoop, and that's out of bounds with 1.6 seconds remaining in the first half. It'll be Clarinda ball. Harris will get the last shot, and he throws it at a state football banner and is nowhere near the basketball hoop, as that'll end it for us. It'll be 23-22 Clarinda in the halftime. I'll be back for a halftime preview of the second half after this.
Sure what you want to do with your life? Feel like your job is at a standstill? Get your foot in the door with area manufacturing companies at Iowa Western Community College's SEAM program. Sign up now in the Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing through IWCC. Classes are just 2 early evenings a week with holidays and summers off. Improve your current skills and learn new ones that will give you a new career or even enhance your current one. For more information on SEAM, contact IWCC's Clarinda Center at 712-542-5117.
Agricultural business majors at Northwest Missouri State University gain the knowledge and the experiences of agriculture as well as business foundations. Northwest's faculty focuses on 4 core areas: agricultural finance, agricultural marketing, agricultural policy, and economics of agricultural production. Career opportunities in this field at Northwest include agricultural sales representative, grain merchandising, agricultural lender, operations manager, and claims adjuster. Find out more about an agricultural business major at Northwest Missouri State University.
Welcome back to this Clarinda versus St. Albert basketball game with 1:40 remaining in halftime. Clarinda leads it 23-22. Huge showing in the first half from Creighton Tuzio with 11 points and 3 threes. Was really able to get it going for the Clarinda team and has pretty much half of their points. There's been a lockdown on defense with multiple blocks and a lot of defensive rebounds. The other story for Clarinda is just the amount of just different players getting involved. Had Warner Schmidt off the bench, Dalton Wright off the bench, Sam Klein off the bench, and same as Roop and Noah Harris getting it going. Kyle Wagner on the starting five. Same with Creighton Tuzio, as I mentioned earlier, and Andrew Jones has been able to get it done tonight too. He's had a layup and been able to really move the offense as being always at the top of the key during some plays. As we're getting ready to start the third quarter for a second half of basketball that is going to be very, very good. As I mentioned earlier, Clarinda's missing one of its top players, Cole Baumgart, who will be out for the season now with a dislocated knee in the Red Oak game. And next game for Clarinda will be against Atlantic in Atlantic, as we are rounding off the final seconds of halftime, getting ready for the second half of play. If I haven't mentioned before, I'm Alex List. Sitting next to me is Tate Namey running the camera for the second game of basketball after the St. Albert Saints defeated the Clarinda Cardinals in the girls basketball beforehand. As the players are ready to go, and Noah Harris will bring the ball out for the Cardinals. As Roop will have it, and he'll get brought up real quick, as that was a trap super early in the half. Roop jumps and is falling behind Owen Marshall. And it's a 3-point by Nick Baulinger, and he gets it. Big opening start from the Falcons, as that'll be Baulinger's only points up tonight. That was a 3-point shot. That will be out to Harris. Harris with his three. That's off the line, and that's Jones tipping the ball out of bounds. And it'll be Falcons ball, as Owen Marshall will pass back to Nick Ballinger, and Ballinger will bring the ball up court for the Falcons. Marshall to Hughes. Hughes to Wettengold. Wettengold to Ballinger. And there'll be a foul there. And it'll be 2 free throws for Ballinger, the sophomore. As that is the first foul of the quarter for Clarinda. Ballinger's first free throw off the mark. Ballinger's second free throw is in and good. As Roop will pass it to Wagner. Back to Roop. Roop to Wagner once again. Tuzio with the three with 2 people in his face. And Wagner will get the rebound. And it'll be Falcons ball after a little ball movement there, as Ballinger has the ball. Makes the shot, and it is good, as Falcons are off to a hot start, scoring 6 points, with Clarinda scoring 0 so far. As Roop gets the ball, looks for the shot in the layup lane, as Owen Marshall comes down with the rebound. Marshall takes it up court. He pulls up from 3, and that's an air ball from Marshall. That was maybe a foot away from the rim, as Wagner will take the ball out. Roop will get the pass to Wagner, to Harris. as the clock's getting close, and it does hit, as that is a 10-second violation by the Cardinals with 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Andrew Jones will come off for Dalton Wright. Dalton Wright not really getting anything going tonight with only 1 point off the bench, as Wagner will take Bollinger to the rim, and it'll be fouled, and the shot will be good, as Bollinger will go up for the and one attempt. And that is Dalton Wright's third foul of the night. As Bollinger gets the and one and will extend the lead 31-24 over the Cardinals. As Clarinda needs to really get something going here. This could be a huge run for the Falcons if they don't score on this possession or the next. Roop takes it to the lane and gets fouled, and he's hurt. This doesn't look good. As they check him out, we will take a break and be back after this.
Some of the things I've learned from sports are being a good leader, and that means not always just saying what's right, but showing by example.
I've learned that being a good role model is so important because there's many little eyes on you and they watch everything you do. So as long as you're doing the right thing, then they will understand that that is what they're supposed to be doing also.
What I really have learned is strong leadership and self-discipline.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, we're here to keep your student athletes in the game. We have a team of providers ready to care for annual or preventative services, specialists trained in orthopedic injury care, dietitians to ensure proper nutrition, an athletic trainer, and a team of physical therapists ready with the latest rehab solutions should the unexpected happen on or off the field. Learn more about how we can serve your student athletes at clarindahealth.com.
Welcome back to Clarinda after Caden Roop was just carried off by the athletic trainer, as we will resume action with 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Clarinda is down by 8 to the St. Albert Falcons. Roop's injury will bring in Sam Klein to shoot 2 free throws for him. Klein's first is off the mark. Clarinda remains scoreless in the third quarter. As that ball will go in and out, and Clarinda will remain with 0 in the third. As Marshall brings the ball up court, looks to drive. Dalton Wright standing in the face of Wettengoal, as it is rebound by Sam Klein. Wagner, the pass to Harris. Harris back to Wagner. Tuzio. As we have a foul on the Falcons. That is number 15, Owen Marshall, his second of the night. As Klein will pass it into Harris. Harris out to Wagner. To Wright. Klein in the corner. Wagner. Clarinda showing some really good ball movement right now, and could be really nice to get a bucket here by Kyle Wagner, and he does. As we'll get a timeout taken here, and we'll take one too. I'm Alex Liss. Sitting next to me is Tate and Amy. We'll be back after this.
Here in AgriVision Equipment know 2 things about the future of ag. 1, technology will continue to evolve, and 2, it's still all about the people that make it happen. AgriVision Equipment is looking for those people to share in the excitement of driverless vehicles, artificial intelligence, drones, and even more John Deere innovation. If you're excited about what this will offer the ag industry, you might be a fit for service technician positions receiving a competitive wage, benefits package, job growth, and stability. Apply at agrivisionequipment.com/tech.
Welcome back to Clarinda in the third quarter with 5 minutes remaining in the third. Clarinda's down 25-31 to the St. Albert Falcons in this Hawkeye 10 showdown. Owen Marshall's out on the three-point line. Passes it to Luke Wettengold. Wettengold to Joe Hughes. Hughes to Sherrill. Sherrill back to Hughes. And there'll be a foul on Clarinda. That's Clarinda's third of the quarter. As Owen Marshall will be the inbound passer. Passes it to Joe Hughes. Hughes to Schrill. Klein on Schrill. Out to Bollinger. Bollinger motions to get a screen from Wettengold and is in a trap situation, and Dalton Wright hits the ball out of bounds. As Clarinda's starting to get a little more physical now that they're down with 4 minutes in the third quarter. And there's another timeout taken on the court by St. Albert, and it's a full timeout. And we'll take a timeout here too. We'll be back after this.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, we're here to keep your student athletes in the game. We have a team of providers ready to care for annual or preventative services, specialists trained in orthopedic injury care, dietitians to ensure proper nutrition, an athletic trainer, and a team of physical therapists ready with the latest rehab solutions should the unexpected happen on or off the field. Learn more about how we can serve your student athletes at clarindahealth.com.
Welcome back to Clarinda after the timeout from St. Albert. St. Albert leads at 31-25 with 4 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Leading scorer right now for the Falcons is Nick Bollinger. For the Cardinals, it is Creighton Tuzio with 11. Bollinger has 12. Bollinger takes a shot and gets it in there. As that'll be 2 more points added on to St. Albert with a 33-25 lead over the Cardinals. Wright looks, passes it back to Klein. As that'll be another 10-second backcourt violation on the Cardinals. 2 in the same quarter right now. Falcons really making sure the Cardinals don't get across the half-court line right now. As Marshall, with an open 3 situation, misses and drives to the hoop, and Luke Wettengold will get the 2-point bucket to extend it to 10-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Falcons. Clarinda really needs to find some answers now to get back into this thing. Jones with the missed layup. Pass taken back out by Luke Wettengold. Bollinger waving off. He wants to ISO Wagner. Wagner's there to really help it up. Tuzio with the almost block there from Luke Wettengold. As Wagner will take the ball up court. Wagner drives. Ball is tipped to Sam Klein. That'll be passed to Dalton Wright. Right to Jones. And that is a turnover as Nick Bollinger will take the ball up court for the Falcons once again and pull up a 3, and he hits it as St. Albert is on fire right now, and Clarinda doesn't have any answers. As it'll be St. Albert ball after a tip pass that went out of bounds. As it'll be an inbound pass to Nick Bollinger. Bollinger and Wagner are back at it again. Wagner in his face. As Luke Wettengold will miss the shot. Rebound by Wright. Wright takes it up court. He looks to shoot, doesn't. Pass to Tuzio, and he's fouled. Tuzio will be going to the free throw line for 2 shots after the shooting foul. That is St. Albert's 3rd foul of the 3rd quarter. Tuzio, Clarinda's leading scorer, with 12 points now. As the Falcons will bring in number 23, Kane Hughes, for 13, Jeremiah Schrill. As Tuzio gets ready to shoot his second free throw. He makes it as well. And Cardinals are now down by 11. Now some new face for the Falcons once again. That is Noah Narmi. Narmi and Kane Hughes came in both at the same time last time, and they do again this time. As we have a travel on the court by Kane Hughes. As Wright will pass it to Wagner. Cardinals really need to get past the half court, as there will be a foul on the Falcons. Falcons now lead by 11. It looks like they might get a little aggressive here, maybe start not to think a little bit now that they have this little lead, and that foul there really showed it. And the trap situation really didn't help. As Harris back out to Klein. Klein down below to Tuzio. Tuzio puts it up, and it's not good. As Hughes will take it down court, pass to Narmi. Narmi to Wettengel. Wettengel to Narmi. Narmi to Wettengel. And we have a foul. And that is on the Cardinals. That'll be their fourth of the quarter. As both of these teams are one foul away of being in the bonus. Pass to Wettengel. And the shot will not count, but there still will be 2 free throws shot by the St. Albert Falcons, as that'll be Clarinda's fifth foul of the quarter. As Wettengel, the senior, his first free throw is no good. Wettengel's second free throw is up and good. St. Albert now leads by 12 points over the Cardinals. As Klein is in a trap again. Wagner trying to get out of his own trap. Jones to Wagner. Wagner to Klein. Klein back out to Jones. To Wright. Klein with an open look. Wagner with an open look too. That's a missed shot. And it's going to be St. Albert ball after it is tipped out of bounds by a Clarinda Cardinal. With 1:03 remaining in the third quarter, St. Albert leads it by 12. As Bollinger really trying to show his handles, but he's not able to. As that is a turnover by Bollinger after he's not able to throw it to his teammate. And he's now in Wagner's face. Wagner to Tuzio. Tuzio back out to 3. He is not on. As I believe Clarinda's only points this quarter is coming from free throws. As we have a small situation here. As Jones's first free throw is off the mark. With 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Jones' second free throw. Is up and good. Jones now has 3 points on the night. As Hughes will take it up court, pass it to Narmi. As Narmi gets fouled hard by Jones. And that'll be another foul situation for Clarinda, as they're up to 6 fouls now in the third quarter. And the Falcons are back in the bonus. As the first free throw is off the mark, Narmi will be shooting his second. Narmi's second is up and through. St. Albert leads it 40-28 now with 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Wagner takes the ball up court, gets it across the line. Wagner down below. Needs to pass it back out to Dalton Wright. Wright's off the mark. Narmi with the rebound. Narmi's taking it up court. Tuzio's defending him. Number 11, Joe Hughes now has the ball. Over to Kane Hughes. Hughes with the missed shot. Klein with a huge 3/4 of a shot and misses, and that'll end the third quarter. Cardinals down by 12 to the St. Albert Falcons, 40-28. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Welcome back in for this fourth quarter action. 8 minutes on the clock for one final quarter. Clarinda's down by 12 to the St. Albert Falcons. As Hughes to Wettengoal. Wettengoal's going to drive towards the hoop with 3 Clarinda defenders there and draw a foul. That'll be Clarinda's first foul of the quarter. As it'll be 2 shots now for Luke Wettengoal, the senior. The senior has now 5 points on the night with 3 fouls. As we'll have a new face, Nolan Wyman is brought in for the Cardinals. As Wettengoal will make his second free throw and extend this to a 14-point St. Albert lead. Clarinda needs to get something going now if they really want to get back into this thing and have a chance to win it. Klein down below. Out to Tuzio with a 3 by Wagner. That's off the mark. Klein with the rebound, puts it back up. Missed. Dalton Wright with the rebound. He's able to get it into there. After a long drought of not being able to get in a basket, that was the first one by Clarinda. That wasn't a free throw this half. As it'll be Clarinda ball once again. As don't want to say anything too early, but does Clarinda finally have some sort of life? Wagner at the top of the key. Passes it to Wyman. Wyman's going to drive towards the hoop. He doesn't have a shot. Wright drives toward the hoop as well, and he gets fouled, and that'll be 2 shots for the senior. As that'll be St. Albert's first foul of the fourth quarter. As Wright, his first free throw is good. Wright's second free throw is off the mark, but as it's a hustle for the ball, Owen Marshall will bring the ball up court, and it'll be a foul on Creighton Tuzio, I believe, on Luke Wettengold, as Wettengold's been the source of free throw shooting tonight for the Falcons. With 6 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the game, St. Albert leads at 42-31 after Luke Wettengold's first free throw is off the mark. Wettengold's second is up and in, as Cardinals now trail once again by 12 points, which has been the leading factor of the second half. Has been the 12-point deficit the entire time. It's only gotten up to 14 once, as Wagner to Klein. Klein out to Wright. Wright to Wyman. Wyman to Tuzio. To Wright. As Tuzio falls off his own man, Connor Hannafin throws him up. As we have a travel on the Falcons. Wagner to Klein to start this offensive possession for the Cardinals. As that'll be a foul on the Falcons. And Luke Wettengold is really getting into it with the ref at the moment. He's not happy with that call. As Wettengold will be going to the bench now. And that'll bring in number 23, Kane Hughes. As the Cardinals will pass it to Creighton Tuzio. Kyle Wagner will bring the ball up court. Wagner to Harris. Harris down to Dalton in the corner, and it'll be kicked out of bounds by the Falcons, and it'll remain Clarinda ball with 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Clarinda showing some urgency here to really get things going. As Dalton Wright gets the ball. Klein in the corner with the three, and that's off the mark. As it will remain with Clarinda after the last touch was a Falcon. Not sure who, wasn't able to see that one, but the ref called it. As Kyle Wagner out in the corner for the three, he gets it. There's some life from Clarinda. As a timeout has been called by the St. Albert Falcons. We'll call a timeout too, as it will be a full timeout. We'll be back after this.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, we're here to keep your student athletes in the game. We have a team of providers ready to care for annual or preventative services, specialists trained in orthopedic injury care, dietitians to ensure proper nutrition, an athletic trainer, and a team of physical therapists ready with the latest rehab solutions should the unexpected happen on or off the field. Learn more about how we can serve your student athletes at clarindahealth.com.
Family, they're always there when you need them. We feel the same about banking. At PCSB, we believe in building relationships that never close. That's why we offer ITMs with extended hours and a breadth of digital services for your convenience. But it's our people who create a true connection with our community. We don't stop working for you when the workday is done. We're always your bank, and we're always working for you. PCSB, we believe in you. Visit us online at wearepcsb.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Clarinda for this fourth quarter action with the Clarinda Cardinals and St. Albert Falcons. There's 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the ball game, and Clarinda's really starting to show some life here in the fourth quarter. As that is a pass out, and it is going to be fallen on, and it's a huge situation, as I believe St. Albert called another timeout. And I guess we'll take another timeout too. We'll be back after this.
Here in Agrivision Equipment know two things about the future of ag. One, technology will continue to evolve, and two, it's still all about the people that make it happen. Agrivision Equipment is looking for those people to share in the excitement of driverless vehicles, artificial intelligence, drones, and even more John Deere innovation. If you're excited about what this will offer the ag industry, you might be a fit for service technician positions receiving a competitive wage, benefits package, job growth, and stability. Apply at agrivisionequipment.com/tech.
Welcome back to Clarinda as we get underway with 5 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Clarinda is down by 9 to the Falcons, as the inbound pass will be to Nick Bollinger. Bollinger and Wagner have been really going at it tonight. Wagner's defense has really been able to keep him on his toes tonight, as that'll be a wide open three by Joe Hughes, and that is on the mark, as that'll extend the lead to 12 for the Falcons. Tuzio to Harris. Harris double teamed right now as right. And it'll be a jump ball, but it will stay with Clarinda, as Klein will get the inbound pass. We'll pass it to Wagner. Wagner out to Harris. And that'll be a turnover by the Cardinals, as Owen Marshall will take the ball up court for the Falcons. Number 23, Kane Hughes at the top of the key, will drive for the layup, and it will be no good, as Klein will come down with the rebound. Almost lost it there by Hughes. Klein to Harris. Klein to Wagner. Tuzio with the screen to right. Clarinda showing some good ball movement once again, as Klein gets an open look for a layup and is in and is good. And it is now 46-36 Falcons, as that'll be a turnover, as Tuzio from 3 is off the mark. Wagner with the rebound, as that'll be a foul on the Falcons, and that'll send Wagner to the free throw line for 2 shots. With 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the game, here's Kyle Wagner's 2 shots. First one is on the mark. Clarinda now down by single digits. As that'll be off the mark, and Marshall will bring it up court, and there'll be a foul called. As it will be on the Cardinals, and it's on Noah Harris. As Harris will be brought out of the ball game. As Kane Hughes will bring the ball in for the Falcons. Warner Schmidt showing some really good defense there on Joe Hughes to really make sure, and Hughes gets in there for an and one opportunity, as he makes the shot and gets fouled by Schmidt. That's Schmidt's second foul of the night. He has remained scoreless as the and one is in and good. Falcons lead it by 12 once again as we have a foul. I believe the foul is on the Falcons. That is Joe Hughes. That'll be his third foul of the night. Hughes with 13 points. Wagner will bring the ball in for the Cardinals. Schmidt. And it'll be out of bounds, tipped by Owen Marshall. And it'll remain possession with 3 minutes and 53 seconds remaining. Clarinda still down by 12. Wagner to Schmidt. Schmidt to right. Down to Klein. Klein's up and good. He gets 2. Klein's up to 4 points now in the game. As Hughes tries to drive and takes it back. We'll pass it to Hughes. I believe they might be brothers. Not sure though, I don't really see any resemblance, but Nick Bollinger at the top with Kyle Wagner guarding him. Trying to really take some time off the clock. And that layup is no good as Wright will get the rebound out to Wagner with 3 minutes remaining on the clock as we have a foul and it will be on the Falcons. And now the Cardinals are in the bonus and will be at the free throw line with Creighton Tuzio shooting 2 free throws. Tuzio's first free throws. First one's up and in. Tuzio's second free throw. Is good once again as the Cardinals are now down by 8 as they have a little fast break opportunity here. Wagner taking on Nick Bollinger all night. These two have been really at it. Bollinger out to Owen Marshall. Marshall takes the ball, is guarded by Tuzio. Those two have been a good matchup tonight as well. Tuzio really eyeing down his opponent right now, making sure he's not going to get past him. Pass out, and we have a, believe it was a travel, and it will be Cardinal basketball as the Cardinals now trail by 8 points with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the ball game. Wagner will bring the ball in and pass it to Klein. Klein back to Wagner. Wagner brings it up. As we have a turnover, and it is, Creighton Tuzio hit the backboard, and I believe that is a foul. As it is now 51-41 after the made basket by Nick Bollinger. Wagner to Tuzio. Tuzio back to Wagner. Right. Klein. Wagner with the ball. Shoots a 3. It's off the mark. Tuzio with the rebound. Nolan Wyman out. Dalton Wright down to Tuzio in the paint. As some aggressiveness as Narmi pushed Tuzio to the ground. And the officials need to figure something out right now, as it will be a jump ball and will be in the possession of St. Albert. With 2 minutes remaining, Clarinda trails by 10 points as St. Albert looks to put this one away on the next couple of possessions here. As Narmi takes it up court. He'll pass it to Wettengol. Wettengol will be fouled on his layup attempt. And Clarinda now getting really frustrated with all these fouls being called on them. That was number 2, Kyle Wagner. That's his second foul of the night. Wagner has 8 points for the Cardinals. As Wettengol will once again try for more free throws. Wettengol has 7 points on the game and 4 fouls. As it is a missed shot and rebound by Sam Klein. Klein will bring it up court for the Cardinals. It's now or never for Clarinda. They need to get it going, and Dalton Wright with the 3. It's off the mark. And it'll be a foul. And it'll be a foul on the Falcons, and Creighton Tuzio will be in to shoot 2 free throws for the Cardinals. First one is up and in. Cardinals now are down by 9. Cardinals will bring in Cooper Phillips for Dalton Wright for a new face, with 1:48 remaining in the ball game. Tuzio for his second free throw is up and in. And now the Cardinals are trailing by 8 points with 1:45 remaining. Narmi taking the ball down court. Out to Wettengol, back to Narmi. Narmi with the screen, Klein all up on him. Kane Hughes back to Wettengol. Narmi. Good ball movement here by the St. Albert Falcons. As we have a foul. And I believe that the St. Albert Falcons will be going to the line for 2 shots. And it will be Noah Narmi. Narmi on the night has 6 points and 3 fouls so far. As that shot is good for Narmi's first of the 2 attempts. Now as the second is in as well, and St. Albert now leads the Cardinals by 10 points with 1:20 remaining in the ball game. As Wright is checked back in for Phillips. Klein, Wagner, back to Klein, over to Wyman. Dalton, Wright, drives for the hoop, gets his own rebound after it was blocked, and it'll be, as Narmi tried to call a timeout on the ground, and it will be a jump ball and remain Clarinda's possession. As Klein will give the inbound pass. Klein will pass it out to Tuzio. Tuzio to Wright. Out to Klein with the 3. And it's no good as we're down to the final minute. Narmi really trying to get something going for his team as it is hit to Joe Hughes, and it's a turnover as Tuzio was able to get it. As Tuzio get across the line, 46 seconds. Tuzio for the 3. It's off the mark. And it'll be a timeout for the Falcons with 38 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. St. Albert leads 53-43. We'll take a timeout here too.
For 30 years, Chat Mobility has provided Southwest Iowa with the latest technology and a high-speed nationwide network. More importantly, Chat Mobility provides real customer service that you can only get from a local company. When you choose Chat Mobility, we take the time to answer all of your questions and to make sure you're totally comfortable with your phone. You'll have peace of mind knowing that we are here to help with any concerns you may have going forward. Real hometown customer service only from Chat Mobility.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, we're here to keep your student athletes in the game. We have a team of providers ready to care for annual or preventative services, specialists trained in orthopedic injury care, dietitians to ensure proper nutrition, an athletic trainer, and a team of physical therapists ready with the latest rehab solutions should the unexpected happen on or off the field. Learn more about how we can serve your student athletes at clarindahealth.com.
Welcome back to Clarinda for the final 38 seconds of this Hawkeye 10 basketball showdown. St. Albert leads at 53-43 in the final seconds, as it'll be St. Albert ball in the inbound pass, as Narmi passes out to Joe Hughes, as we will have a foul on the Cardinals, and that'll send the Falcons to the free throw line. As that is number 32, Sam Quine's third foul of the night. Quine's also put up 4 points for the Cardinals. As Joe Hughes' first free throw attempt is in and out. Hughes' second free throw attempt is up and good. With the final 30 seconds of the game, Clarinda will try and put another one up as Wagner back out to right with the three, and he hits it. As it'll be now 46-54 with 21 seconds remaining for the Cardinals. We're down by 8. They took a timeout, and so will we. I'm Alex Listening. Next to me doing the camera is Tate and Amy. We'll be back after this.
.62, Coach. 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Sure what you want to do with your life? Feel like your job is at a standstill? Get your foot in the door with area manufacturing companies at Iowa Western Community College's SEAM program. Sign up now in the Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing through IWCC. Classes are just 2 early evenings a week with holidays and summers off. Improve your current skills and learn new ones that will give you a new career or even enhance your current one. For more information on SEAM, contact IWCC's Clarinda Center at 712-542-5117.
Welcome back to Clarinda for the final 21 seconds of the fourth quarter. St. Albert Falcons lead at 8 points. As it'll be an inbound pass for the Falcons. As Tuesday will be in there for the foul. That'll be number 23, Kane Hughes, with his free throw attempts. Coming up. Hughes' first one. It's off the mark. Mucky break for Clarinda right now. As Wright checks back in. And the second one is in and out with 20 seconds. Clarinda needs to get down the court quickly. As is Tuzio. Tuzio with the three is off the mark. And Joe Hughes. Over to Noah Narmi with 4 seconds remaining, and that'll do it for the second game of Clarinda's Hawkeye 10 appearance. There's a loss to the St. Albert Falcons. I'll be back after this for a short, brief overview of the game. We'll be back after this.
The Ice House Restaurant and Sports Bar is your home for food, fun, and friendly service before and after all local games this season. But that's not all. Stop in to watch a college or pro game on one of their 19 TVs. Plus, with 8 different beers on tap, daily meal specials, a free-to-use party room, and plenty of seating, the Ice House in Clarinda just goes with your sports plans. And speaking of plans, make sure to like their Facebook page to be the first to learn about events happening at the Ice House in Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda as St. Albert Falcons defeated the Clarinda Cardinals 54-46 in a low-scoring battle. Nick Bowinger, the leading scorer for the Falcons, had 16 points tonight. The leading scorer for the Cardinals was Creighton Tuzio with 17 points. That'll move Clarinda to 2-1, the St. Albert Falcons to 2-0, as the Falcons are, I believe right now, one of only 2 teams that is left undefeated in the Hawkeye 10 right now. Whoever was going to win this game was going to be one of the last 2, and it ended up being the St. Albert Falcons. Next week, Clarinda will take on Atlantic at Atlantic on the 5th, and I believe that the Atlantic guys will have that. I'm Alex Liss. Doing the camera tonight was Tate and Amy. We appreciate you listening to this basketball game with the Hawkeye 10 2 teams, St. Albert Falcons and the Clarinda Cardinals. St. Albert winning it 54-46. Thank you for your time.